got just rows of shacks, and then there's like a Coca-Cola stand and a Vodafone booth, right? And it totally doesn't make any sense, but still, they can use this kind of a technology to help keep patients on the proper medication. It's like within hours. Exactly, every day. You can't take it at 3 o'clock or 1:30. You need to take it at 2 o'clock. So we went with them, and they had pinpointed this hospital just because of the work they had done, particularly with mother-to-child transmission. They're the first people who figured out that if you do a certain set of steps with this medication, 98% of the babies can be not without the virus. So that was kind of the first thing that drew us to them. What was ironic was we realized after we got there that 10 years ago we had done a fundraiser with a group called the Elizabeth Blazer Foundation, which is pediatric AIDS has been their focus, and that program was the first funding that this hospital ever got, which was like, we were like, holy crap, karma of some sort. But I think also South Africa in particular is probably the best economy, most developed country in Africa, arguably, and I think we've kind of felt like maybe that could be a beacon or a place where if you could really get something started there and figured out there, it could be the resource, you know. So we don't need to go save the world, you know, by our the idea is to go give and help, not in a higher than that way, just to say we have resources, we have partners, not give to you, and so to go there, and if you get, that they could be kind of a place that it could spread from because of the nature of how much more developed they are than many places. If they could have the World Cup in 2010, then they can be the ones to really change the cycle of what's going on with AIDS.
Yeah. Well, I personally appreciate everything you've done. As a young social activist, especially living in New York City, it's hard to get your voice heard because everybody has a voice, you know?
You're right, you're right.
And you already have such a following just to use it.
I think it's, everybody's got a little band of influence that they can use.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's not about guilt, it's not about like, it's time to give back, you know. It's about the fact that like, we have a privilege. We have a privilege that we can use the tools we have. It's not necessarily money. It's not necessarily, I mean, a lot of us, I met a lot of people who have decided that they're going to go over there and work in a hospital, or girls or guys who are nurses or doctors going over and doing actual parts of their schooling over there. So, you know, it's not just about money. I mean, money is obviously, can buy all kinds of stuff and pay for doctors and pay for things, but it's also about connecting with reality. Like, we have a role to play just because of our compassion for humanity and for the fact that there should never be coffins this big. You know, we should never. The industry of people building coffins that are 3 feet long